I was on Twitter the other day and ran across a free trial for Google Cloud products. They give you $300 in credits to use in 60 days. This piqued my interest, and first thought, when they get my credit card information when creating my account, I'll have to be extra careful to cancel before the trial is over. Once I started reading into it, I was surprised that they said in two different places on the landing page, and also in the welcome email I received, that they won't charge my card, and I'd have to upgrade at the end of the trial to continue, but everything gets put on hold at the end if I choose to do nothing. I thought that was really cool. So then I wanted to give myself an idea of how much it would cost if I chose to run some virtual machines in the Google Cloud. Amazon Web Services billing can be confusing, but I was pleased with how easy the calculator was and for the monthly prices. I typically don't need large servers. I'll set a few clients up on each server I have. So by this point I was excited to try out setting up a virtual machine and getting a demo website up and running. Once I got through the verification process, I landed on a visually pleasing dashboard. Things seem to be organized and easy to follow. I feel it's easier to navigate than AWS. I chose a micro instance with Ubuntu Linux, opened the HTTP ports on the firewall, and to make SSHing into the instance a breeze, I added my id_rsa.pub SSH key, which you use for GitHub as well. You'll see this come into play in a moment. One nice thing I like is you can maintain the server anywhere. Without browser plugins to install or device limitations that I noticed, I could pull up an SSH window for my particular server with just one click. To set up my demo site, I'm going to be creating a DNS host record for my subdomain, googlecompute, and point to the public IP of my new virtual machine. I'm going to go on a little tangent and plug my Udemy course and Amazon ebook called Make Recurring Money by Hosting WordPress Sites. The technique used in the material can be used for any type of site, but it focuses on WordPress. In the material, I have written a shell script that gets your server up and running really quick. It installs the necessary packages, configures your virtual host files, downloads the WordPress core, sets up a blank database, and more. I'm going to let the commands run in real time so you can see how quick everything takes place. All you have to do is answer a few questions. You may be saying, why not use a server image? That's a valid question. And this is why I choose the method of running the shell script over server images. For one, you can't easily transfer a server image from one platform to another, say Google Cloud and AWS. You could store your image elsewhere, download it, unpack it. That works, and I used to do that. But the problem with that is you don't get the most updated server OS or packages as time progresses and the updates are released. You'd have to run a system update on the OS and packages each time you set up a server. The other downfall to that is you aren't getting as specific as the shell script I've created. It sets up the subdomain listening, folder structure for Nginx, and the virtual host files as I mentioned earlier. You can also run the script again later when you want to add an additional site. These are issues that server images cannot resolve. All in all, my script runs in about 3 minutes, which is relatively quick for setting up a fresh server and to be so portable, and it also creates a process that keeps your packages up to date. In my course, I strictly use RamNode for hosting. I'm glad to announce I've updated my script to work on Google Compute Cloud servers now as well. If you'd like to find out more detail of this material, please check out the link provided in the description. I didn't mean to take up so much time talking about my product, but it does go so well with what I'm covering in the video. Either way, I've showed you how to quickly get started setting up a virtual machine with Google Compute, reviewing the pricing, and telling you about this free trial offer they have going on. Please check out the description for the free trial link for Google Cloud.